Hello, welcome to day 24 of Inktober Tangles challenge. I'm Anica Gabrovec, a CZT from Croatia, and I'm adding the last tangle of this tile to this tile, and today we are using a tangle by Jody Genovese, who has wonderful tangles. I will add it to this section right here, and the name of the tangle is a Letterish. So the name comes from the resemblance between the tangle and letter shapes. And you can really make like letters with it, or maybe you can just divide the space into smaller sections and add some lines and then do the rounding as I will show you. But I'm thinking about actually adding the letter. So let me first start by kind of retracing the border line here. And it's almost like adding a frame to your drawing. This is why I like it so much. The way it just adds some structure to whatever you put on your paper. I will make this border disappear as I go towards the top part, as you can see. But it almost like makes the whole thing look a little bit grounded on the bottom, like this. And now I will divide this space into more or less 3 sections. And I will add, so now you could just break down these sections into smaller sections and you would get something that looks like letters. But what I want to do here, I think I will add letters I, N, and K like ink for Inktober. So I'm going to add, so this will be my letter I, and then for N I will make here one and here another one, and then for my letter K I will add one here and like this. And now I will start adding the roundings to make it look a little bit more like letters. And you could just randomly divide spaces, space into smaller sections and do the rounding like I'm doing now. And it will still look like letters, even if it's not a particular letter shape. In my case, I deliberately made them look like letters, but that's not the point. But you'll see how I'm adding these roundings. And maybe you can notice my letters taking shape, and it doesn't matter if the letter or letters or the word I'm writing will not be recognizable. It will look like a tangle then. It doesn't need to be recognizable, visible. But maybe you can see that it writes that I wrote ink right here. But I don't care if somebody maybe will not be able to read that, or if it will look like another letter from another perspective or another word, whatever. I'm going to add a little bit of blue color to these spaces between my tangles a little bit here on top, not worrying too much about making it look like achieving a perfect blend or whatever. I do have a piece of tissue paper so I can wipe away my brush, but I also have a black t-shirt that many times I use to just wipe away my hands or whatever needs wiping away. And it's a black t-shirt or shirt, long-sleeved shirt, very simple, that I wear at home, so I don't care, you know, it's not going to be visible. And even if it is, I don't mind. Okay, and now for the shading of this kind of word or letters, I'm going to add these almost like smiley shaped shades towards the bottom of each shape, you see. And I also want to add, because this is covered and this here is also covered with another tangle or another shape, so that's where I also want to emphasize the fact that one tangle or shape is placed on top of the other one. And then I will blend this away from where my graphite is towards the top part of each of these shapes, holding my blending stump at a very low angle. And I'm thinking now it looks like this is also partially hidden here behind the border, or here behind another tangle. So I'm adding some more shade, maybe a little bit here, and also here. My border is disappearing behind the tangle several times, and I want to also emphasize that placement of over and under. With my white jelly roll, I will add the brightest white to the border, and as I approach the part where it's starting to hide behind another shape, I'm just kind of flicking it. I don't want a solid color. I want the white to kind of fade into the shade. And now with these letters right here, I'm adding highlights to the top part, so opposite side of where the shades are. And if you are using this same highlighting tool, which is the white charcoal pencil by General Pencil, you want to really push hard into the paper to kind of leave that bright trace and integrate the white charcoal into the fibers of the paper. And if you want to add this kind of a reflected light below your smiley shaped shades, you can do so with your white jelly roll. Maybe just a little bit here. It does look like ink to me. I'm not sure if you agree, but it doesn't even matter if you don't agree. You could definitely just add random lines and make random shapes that kind of remind you of letters, but you can't really tell which letters they are. But I decided to go with these 3 letters. And now I just want to add just a little bit of more, tiny bit of more shade to some of these sections to create more contrast between the shapes, not the shades, but contrast between shapes. Right here I went just a little bit over the line, but I can take my white jelly roll and add some bright white to kind of erase what I did. And maybe just a little bit of drama here between different sections of my shadok, and in this central part of the butterfly, and then I will blend it a little bit, maybe a little bit of white here, but not with my white jelly roll, because I think it will be maybe too bright. And this might be it. I might be done. What do you say? Do I need something more, or is this enough? I think it might be enough, but just, you know, for the fun of it, I'm going to add a little bit of blue on the bottom part right here below. So I'm blending it away from where my tangles are. And then later I can add some graphite once this is dry, only if I want to. It kind of has a more grounded look, if you ask me. I think so. So now that I did this, and maybe just a little bit more shade here, I might be done. I might call it a day. I might call it a tile. So it's a tile number 6. And there are only 2 more left. And I have them somewhere here. So these are the 2 ones that are left for the following 8 days of Inktober Tangles challenge. If you want to add your chop to this, please do. I will add my chop here. It will be kind of half hidden. And you can add your name, you can add the date, you can add some remarks in the back, which will kind of make you remember this moment, your thoughts, your feelings. I want to thank you once again for being with me through these sessions. Thank you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.